Hey guys, Alec back here again. And the topic we're going to be talking about is an extension of our conversation about how do you calculate your break even. So once we understand what our break even is, and we understand what our sales were last year, what we then want to do is we want to engineer our profit. And what I mean by that is, what's our sales target going to be for the following year? What we don't want to do is we don't want to sit here and wait for the phone to ring. We want to have proactive action. So how do we do that? Well, how many customer touches do we have? How many times do we contact a customer? How many times do we take a phone call? How many times do we make a phone call? Do we have social media marketing going on that's driving traffic to our website or to our telephone? Do we have a salesperson that's making calls, that's reaching out to different prospects? All of those that we ultimately want to be able to track on a weekly basis. All of those are just some of the ideas that I'm presenting to you, what you need to do in order to drive sales. So rather than just talking from a high level, we want to drill it down. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use a little example here. And let's just assume that our break even is $1 million in sales. That's our break even. We don't make any profit unless we hit at least $1 million in sales. So whatever your break even is, and again, go back to the other video that explains how to find your break even if you're not aware of how to do that. And that video will explain it. Okay, so assuming now we know what our break even is, in our example being $1 million, let's assume last year's sales was at 1.2 million. Okay. What's our next year's sales goal? That's my question to you. What's your target? Are you going to wait and just let the market tell you what your target's going to be? You're just going to kind of wait around for the phone to ring? I sure hope not, because you do not want to be at the whim of the market. The market is the market. It is what it is. You could have a bad market. You could have a great market. If you have a great market, maybe the phone just can't stop ringing. Great. Maybe in that case, you pull back. But every company's situation is different. But you shouldn't wait for the business to come to you. That's my entire point. There should be some proactive approach. And so many small businesses, and even mid-sized businesses that I've seen, clients of mine, those people just wait for the phone and the customers to bring their referral, their orders in, and it's just coming to work day to day and waiting for the orders. I mean, I just don't understand that. Why would you do that when you can build your business with more profit? You're building a legacy for your family. You can sell your business for a higher dollar value. The higher your profit, the higher the multiple of your net profit your business is going to be worth. I'm not going to talk about valuation in this video. That's a topic for a different discussion. But again, why would you wait? All right, so how do we build our sales goal for the year? Well, I think the first thing you need to understand is, do you have seasonality in your sales? And if you do, what is it? And what I mean by that is, if you look at this example here, let's say we take the last 3 years of your sales and we average out your total sales by month compared to the total sales. Let's say we average it out in our example here. 5% of our sales comes out in January. 8% in February, 8% in March, 10% in April. This business that I'm showing you here has some seasonality, and if I add all those up, I want to make sure that they're 100%. So the way that you can do that for your business is take the last 3 years of sales by month and average them by month. So what's your average by month? Total up your sales in January, divide by 3. Total up your sales in February, divide by 3. So last 3 years sales. And then you'll get your chart like this. Then what you'll do is you multiply that percentage based on your sales goal for the year. So what should be the sales goal? I'll leave it up to you. But, it shouldn't be maintain status quo or 2% or something like that. Aim higher. Aim higher. In our example, is 1.2 million last year. I think 10% is a reasonable stretch of a goal. So 10% of 1.2 million, that's another 120,000. So our target in this example should be 1.32 million. And then when you multiply by the percentages by month, you'll then know the 1.32 million, your sales goal for the year, multiplied by the percentages by month. These percentages are real numbers, right? Okay, this is a goal. But using your real numbers, you know what your market is doing in terms of giving you business. Multiply those percentages by your sales goal, and you'll know what your sales target is on a monthly basis. And then maybe what you want to do is break it down on a weekly basis and then track it. Track it. Are you hitting your number or are you not hitting your number? If you're not hitting your number, then you may have to make some adjustments. We don't have enough customer contacts, or we're being affected in some way by something that maybe we can't control. But what we can control, we make adjustments on. Okay, so I hope that gives you a better understanding of how to set a sales goal. And what you're doing by doing that is you're actually engineering your profit rather than just at the end of the year, this is what my profit is. You set a target, you then take action with whatever that is, marketing, sales, phone calls, whole multitude of different things you can do to get those numbers in. And then track your sales month to month. Are you hitting your goal? You're not hitting your goal. Work towards it. You'll get to where you want to go. And then by tracking it, you're going to verify that you're actually meeting it on an ongoing basis. So hopefully that helps. And that's all I wanted to cover in this video. Now, a fun fact. Honeybees. All the females, aside from the queen, are sterile, and they're considered worker bees. They don't reproduce. They are sterile. And that's an interesting fun fact. I think it's interesting anyway. So if you enjoyed this video, you learned something, comment down below. Tell me what you learned. Tell me something that you can apply, because that's the whole basis of this video series. I want to be able to give you something that you can tangibly use. So is it useful? Can you use it? If you did use it, what did you do with it? What was the result? Comment down below. If you have any ideas for other future videos related to business problems, things that you need help with, things that you need solved, by all means comment down below. And if you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share with other business owners that you feel might actually benefit from this. So until next time, keep raising your profit.